Okay, so let's go over negative powers today. Right, so if you have a look at the numbers, 2 to the power of 2 is 4, 2 to the power of 1 is 2, and anything to the power of 0 is 1. Correct? Anything to the power of 0 is 1. And if we look further down, okay, what has happened? Negative powers. So 2 to the power of negative 1. Okay, so what happens is always, if it's to the power of negative 1, no matter what the number is, it's always 1 over. And eliminate that negative, and 2 to the power 1 just stays down below. Likewise, okay, 2 to the power of negative 2, what over? It's always 1 over. And what goes at the bottom? Obviously, 2 to the power of 2 without that negative sign on the left hand side. Okay, so now we have a rule for this. If I have a negative power like negative b, okay, it's always 1 over, and eliminate that negative sign, a to the power of b goes at the bottom. Okay, then let's have a look at this one. Alright, it's again negative power, negative 3, right? Negative 4 to the power of negative 3. So as soon as I see negative power, I go 1 over, okay? And I'm going to eliminate that, ignore that negative power, and write the rest of it, negative 4 to the power of 3 at the bottom. Like that, right? Okay, and just put in the calculator, simplify, you will get negative 1 over 64. Okay, again, have a look at this question. It has also negative power for negative 2. Okay, so therefore what am I going to do is always 1 over, and ignore that negative sign and write the rest. So negative 7 over 5 to the power of 2, and I'm just going to put it in the calculator, simplify, and get the answer. Easy. Okay, let's have a look if we have variables. Right, A has normal power, which is 1. However, B has negative power, negative 3. In that case, has to be 1 over, right? So B has to come down like that. So B is coming down to B to the power of 3, ignoring that negative sign, and A at the top. Okay, you're just switching top and the bottom and put it in fraction. Okay, now look at this question. So I have negative power for Z and negative power for B. So this is going to flip. So the top one will come down like that, Z to the power 4, and B to the power of negative 3 will go up there because it has negative power, it will go up. This one has negative power, so it will come down like that, and A has a normal power of 2, so it stays where it is. Okay? And if you need to simplify, please do so. However, in this case, you do not need to. Right, now we're moving on to fractional power, the thirds. Right, we have a rule like this, but if you want to have a look at where it comes from, let's have a look at the square roots, okay? In the square root, 2 is hidden, and x to the power of 1, we just write it x, right? So square root, we know that it's a half. Cubic root, we know that it's x to the power of a third. But that, which is b over here, comes down there. 1, which is a, goes up there. Okay, so this is actually following the rule. So 2 squared goes at the bottom, and whatever the power that x has will go at the top. Likewise, 3 will come at the bottom, and 1 will go at the top. Okay, so have a relook at this rule and try to memorize. Okay, then in this case, what are you going to do? Yep, I have to change the first term. Okay, what has to go at the bottom? Look at the rule. Okay, what has to go at the bottom? Yep, so 3 has to go at the bottom and 9 has to go at the top. And times a to the power 3, I'm just carrying it down. So therefore, what's that? A to the power 3 times a to the power 3, which is a to the power 6, because I'm adding the powers of the same base, right? Okay, let's have a look at the very last question. Okay, I have bracket, and outside the bracket I have a power that is negative. So it's a negative power. So it's normally 1 over, right? But remember, if I had negative inside there, I could switch, right? In this one, since it's negative and it's fraction, entire one, so everything will just flip. So therefore, I can simply just rewrite it as like this. Flipped. Then what do? That the power 2 over 3 will apply every single term. So therefore it will apply 64 and it will apply x to the power 15. And remember, powers of power, we're multiplying the powers. Yep. Okay, so it has to be x to the power of 10 by multiplying these two numbers, and fraction powers, I can put them back into thirds. However, you don't have to do this because it's all number. You can just simply put it in the calculator and calculate the solution, which will be 16. So 16x to the power of 10 will be your final answer.